Hey everybody, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel. I see so many new people coming in. That makes me so happy and so excited. I'm not quite as exciting as true crime. Not that I never talk about it, but it's not mainly what I talk about. Today, I kind of want to just have a chill, shoot the shit time with you guys and talk a little bit about self-care and what you do for yourself for self-care, because so many of us don't do anything. So I for those of you who are new here, I absolutely stink at keeping up with chat. So and I don't want to miss anybody. So I kind of keep it paused and then I'll go on my rants and then I'll catch up on chat. So yeah, that's kind of that's kind of how I roll. And I'm still kind of new. So the one and only time I clicked and put somebody's comment up on screen, I ended up freaking blocking them. So yeah, I don't you won't see me doing that a whole lot here either. Not yet anyway. I got to get more comfortable. So let's see who's here. Uh do, 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 do. Connie and Sarah, I caught you guys. All things silver, welcome. Free spirit, I'm so glad that you're here with us. X amount of words, I adore you. And I'm so happy you're here. Raymond, Sky Z, outside the blocks with Chloe Joe. Yeah, because that's your name. Chloe Joe, how are you, my love? I hope things are going okay for you. Let us know how you're doing. Listen, peeps, step away from my drums, girlfriend. Listen, peeps is my YouTube stepsister. Just for those of you who don't know, be patient with this boomer. Exactly. Exactly. Guys, I am a boomer. So it's when it comes to technology, I am not the most fabulous. Chloe Joe, I don't know when you changed your avatar, but I am really digging it. I like it a lot. Let's see who else. Gmail in the house. It's that nap time of day. Well, you better unnap yourself and hang out with us for a little bit, Gmail. All right, guys. So I want to talk about self-care, what it is, why we need it. You know, you've heard the saying before. I know you have. You can't pour from an empty cup, right? It's like an angry toddler who sits there at dinner time and like shakes the shit out of his cup and all the water's like flying everywhere. And then when he goes to take a drink, there's nothing left for him and he's pissed, him or her, I guess. And he's pissed. I have 5 boys, so I've never said her when referring to an angry toddler. Boomers come from the baby boom after, World War II. You're way too. I'm 40. I'm 46, but I feel like a boomer, and I've been called a boomer many times, even by my kids. My kids have called me a boomer. What the heck's up with that? What is up with that? So, all right. So, we don't want to be that angry toddler. We don't want to be, the toddler that's pissed when he goes to take a drink from his sippy cup and realizes that he spilled all his water all over his high chair. He threw it out over his shoulder. So, we don't want to be that angry toddler. We can't expect to be everything for everybody and not get burned out, guys. Like, it's so noble of us to try to be there and just really, hone in and be present and be everything for our kids and our significant others and our family and our friends. But eventually you're going to burn out. And I'm going to talk to you about some of the things that you might see if you're not taking care of you and you're just always pouring into everybody else. So I've kind of gotten in the habit where every morning I either read, I'll read, I love motivational books. I love like true crime books too. And they're kind of my, happy place. But in the mornings, I like to read something that's inspirational. I like to read something that, is written by someone who's a go-getter. Um, I love Joyce Meyer. You know, I just started, I haven't read the Bible since I was really young. And, those of you who have been here before, like I've prayed in here before over people. And, it is something that I'm not in any way a perfect Christian. I don't push that upon anybody. I think we all have our own belief systems that we have to follow. We have to follow what, makes us feel good. So, but I bought a journaling Bible, and that has been really nice because it came with like a set of pens that I can write in. It has like notepads on the side of the scriptures so you can kind of take notes. And so it's really nice. So before I start pouring into other people in my day, I need to pour into myself first, right? I need to make sure that I'm set and that I'm good. All right, let me catch up on chat real quick. Yep, I'm a Gen X too. Connie, you're 63. I've forgotten how old I am at this point, Sarah. Skyzy, I like to read, meditate, study essential oils, write poetry, laugh with friends. Those are amazing ways to pour into yourself. Absolutely. I thought I saw OG Fish here. How did I lose that comment? Where is it at? There it is. Hey, OG Fish. It's nice to see you, love. I'm glad that you're here with us. We're just talking about a little bit of self-care today, a little bit of pouring into ourselves. I don't have a lot for you guys, so then we're just going to kind of shoot the shit a little bit. Hey, Jill. Welcome, hon. But let's talk about the 5 things that self-care does for us. It's okay, you guys, it's okay to have me time. It's not selfish. Selfish is an attitude of me, and brings out the worst in you. Self-care is taking time to love yourself the way that you love others. And self-care doesn't count if you feel guilty about it the whole time. Like if you're sitting there and you're thinking of all the things, like say you're trying to meditate and you're sitting there and you're thinking of all the things that you have to do for other people, it kind of cancels it out then, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't work that way. So it's not selfish. It's necessary in order to be the very best version of you. So let's talk about the 5 things that self-care can do for you. So it increases your productivity. So giving yourself self-care, you might think you don't have enough time for it, but in all honesty, if you pour into yourself and you provide yourself with that self-care, that self-love, you're actually going to feel rejuvenated, which in turn is going to make you feel or going to make you like increase your productivity. The number 2 is it improves your immune system. Look, let's face it, we get sick sometimes because we're around germs, but you know why we get those people that get sick all the time? A lot of them are stressed out. They're overly tired. And when you're overly tired and you're stressed out, it increases your risk of getting sick. It weakens your immune system, right? So we have to make sure that we're keeping ourselves healthy by loving ourselves first. And I say by loving ourselves first because guys, I truly believe that if you wake up in the morning and you do things that make you feel better as a human being, that pour love, light, and positivity into your day, that the rest of your day is going to be so much better. You're going to be able to pour into so many more people. You're going to stay healthy. Another one is it increases your self-awareness to be better. Like, isn't that what we all want? Like long term, isn't that what we want? Don't we all just want to be better people? I know that I don't compare myself to anybody. I look in the mirror at myself every day and I try to do better than I did the day before, right? I want to constantly improve. And so for me, self-care means that I'm becoming more aware of those times when you have that quiet, when you have that peace, when you have that relaxation. I find that I'm more self-aware than going out into, the universe. You pay more attention. So it forces you, or it turns you into being a better person. Number 4 is it can give you more living. Which sounds kind of silly, but if you're not exhausted and you're not grumpy and all of these things because your well is dry because you've poured everything that you had into other people, then what are you going to be able to give? You're eventually going to fizzle out. There's only so much that you can do in a day to take care of the people around you before you become burnt out, before you become dry. And then the last thing is it improves self-esteem. You know, self-esteem is something that I've dealt with on and off my entire life, for different various reasons that I won't get into here today. But, you know, when I started taking care of myself, when I started providing myself with that self-love, um, when you start loving yourself, you kind of stop giving a shit who else loves you, right? So let's catch up with the chat real quick. Sky Z again, I love the things that you do. Free spirit. I so needed to hear this. I keep saying I'm going to give myself some self-care and keep not doing it. So you are my kick up the butt. Yes. Free spirit, it's really hard. It's a really hard thing to start doing. And honestly, I'm 46. I probably started doing it when I was around 38, 39. And the amount of joy that it has brought me and the ability to, I feel like I'm just a better me. I'm a better human. I'm a better mom. I'm a better wife. I'm a better friend. And those things are, really important to me. Sky Z, it's hard when you're a mom because we want to make sure our kids are all fed, happy, healthy, clean house, healthy meals, but finding some time for yourself is so important. It really is, Sky Z. I promise you, if you guys do a little experiment and you do 7 to 10 days of doing something for yourself, even if it's only a 5-minute something for yourself a day, if you have to work up to it, work up to it. But by doing that, I promise you, you're going to see that you're a better version of you. You're, like I said, a better mom, a better significant other, a better whatever your job is, you're going to be better at that. A better friend, a better daughter or son. So those are things you really have to do. I was forced into retirement. I have all the time in the world. I have been spending time watching lives. Connie, and YouTube is it's something that I do for myself, right? I love true crime. And so I, found myself watching true crime and being on YouTube. And so that's great. But sometimes the things that we're absorbing from YouTube, like let's say the Kylie Rodney case, that case is so sad and there's so many questions. And so those feelings that you're getting when you're listening to the true crime, sometimes they can be rather heavy on you. So, again, even though this is a great way to, kind of escape, I call YouTube's like my little escape, my mindless escape where I can just go and just be. It's good, but we still, I think, need to do other things that, have positive results. I try not to compare myself, but yes, Sky social media makes it so hard, which is exactly why like my oldest sons are 18 and soon to be 20, and like they still don't have social media because I told them when they were younger, I said, no, like no social media. As long as you're living in my house, we're not doing social media. So they still don't have social media because I think for kids, I think it's extremely hard. Like think about how hard like you're saying, Sky Z, because I've done the same thing. And it's a habit that you have to like really break and really start, only comparing yourself to the person you were yesterday. But, I think that, oh shit, I just totally lost my train of thought. That happens to you guys. Um, but I really think for kids, like it's so hard because they don't have the mental capabilities that we have. Still healing from narcissistic abuse, so it makes it hard at times to say, Sky Z, you don't know how much I feel where you are coming from. My first husband um, was not the greatest human being in the world. And it really took me years to heal from that. And if I'm being honest, like when I got married to my current husband, I went through like PTSD setback, I guess you could say, where, you know, it was so bad that I'd have to look at him when he was being nice to me and say, are you being kind or are you being an asshole? Because my brain doesn't know, because my head was so screwed up from from dealing with narcissistic abuse for so long. So I'm praying for you. Oh, okay. My son just pulled in. So I have 4 dogs that are going to go absolutely nuts. Hold on one second. Let me mute my mic. All right, guys. Sorry. My son just came home. He's in culinary school. So he just got home from his day. Let me go back to here. OG Fish agreed because I'm a grump when I wake up tired. It changes. Yes. Sleep is so important. Like, I remember when I was younger, like, who needs sleep? Now I'm like, I definitely need sleep. Like, I need sleep. Megan VR. Hey, love. Have a good day at work. True crime analyst. Why can I see you here and you can't see me in your chat? This makes me so sad. Hey, Urban, are you working today, my man? Okay. This has been a bad year. My daughter passed away January 36 of a heart attack. Oh, Connie, I'm so sorry. Prayers to you. Oh, guys, if you are the praying type, if you can drop some prayer hands for Connie and Sky Z and, anybody that's in this chat or watching that is going through something, maybe we could just drop some prayer hands for them. Free spirit, beautiful words. Thank you for your words to Sky Z. That's so sweet. Hey, Rena S. Dogs are better than a lot of humans. Yes, TCA. That's why I have 4. All right, so let's talk about a couple other things here, guys, that I took some notes on because I wanted to make sure. So self-care is not just taking care of yourself, is not just like giving yourself 5 minutes of quiet time, right? Self-care is about your mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional health. So finding ways to pour into those 4 aspects of your life is really important. Start my suggestion to you guys that haven't started with self-care yet is schedule it, talk about it, tell other people about it, make it a priority in your day. So, if it's on your calendar, like for me, I have to write everything down. Like I have a legal pad that, my week gets written out on and scheduled and everything. If I don't put me time on there, then I'm screwed because I'm not going to do it because I'm a rule follower. So I have to finish my list. One of the little weird things about me, hey, broken justice, welcome, honey. So schedule it, tell people you're going to do it. Get excited about it. Whenever you see it or whenever you tell somebody about it, you're more likely to actually do it. So start making those habits. And let's go over some ideas of self-care. If you don't have a lot of time, but you know that you need to pour into yourself a little bit because maybe you have a long day or maybe you're just feeling burnt out. Take a longer shower. Make a list of your goals. If you don't have a vision board, create a vision board. I know people think it's hokey. I have a vision board. I can't tell you how many things I've been able to take on and off that board over the last 6 years, almost 7 years. Eat better. Eat like you like yourself. Like, look, I love myself a good, fat, greasy burger and pizza, and I do those things. But on the days that it's not like that kind of dinner or that kind of day, or, I have time, make yourself healthier meals. Drink your water. I know y'all hate water. So many people hate water. I used to hate water. I probably drink almost a gallon of water a day now. And some of the things that I started doing was I started adding like fruits, like strawberries or watermelon or lemon or oranges. I love cucumbers, so I'll put cucumbers in it. But I promise you, if you increase your water intake, you're going to feel better. Your skin's going to look better. You're going to have more energy. Like it's going to add to all of those things. Go for a walk in nature. Like I talk about this often. Walking barefoot in the grass is one of the most like grounding things that you can do. But go for a little walk, stretch. Find something on YouTube that makes you laugh. If you love animals like I do, go watch some funny dog videos. Take the day off from cooking. Go get takeout. Dance. Dancing is one of my favorites. I love to dance. I love to just turn on the radio and just dance. Wake up a little bit earlier so you can read or journal or, write down your gratitude list. Like every day, write down 5 things that you're grateful for. Do yoga. I suck at yoga, but some of you might not. So you can always try yoga. Find one drawer in your house that's driving you nuts and declutter it. When you have a clean, uncluttered space, you're going to feel better. You're not going to feel nearly as stressed out and nearly as much anxiety over it. Take a social media fast. Take the day off social media and just kind of be present in your life. Be spontaneous. I used to suck at this, and my husband's been working on me the last couple of years. And so I'm getting a little bit better. Get out of your comfort zone. Do something that terrifies you, or, not something risky that you guys are going to hurt yourself, but do something that's outside of your comfort zone. Do a 10-minute meditation. And part of self-care is also communicating your needs with the people that you love. Let them know what you need. It's okay for them to know that you need something. If I need, like when I come home from a long day of work and I've peopled all day, like I don't even have to tell my husband anymore. Like sometimes I just need to be mindless and not communicate with anybody. Like I just need a break from peopling. So those are some ideas of things that you can do if you don't have a lot of time. Okay, let me catch up here a little bit. Self-care is fucking with nobody, right, Irvin? I get it. Do you need me to mute it real quick? Hey, okay, hold on a second, guys. My kiddo needs something. Hey, Lucia. Okay, sorry guys. He brought home, I told you guys he's in culinary school, so he brought something home that he made today and he wanted me to try it real quick. Let me get back and go through some more of these. Thank you, TCA, for asking for a thumbs up. Yeah, guys, if you don't mind giving me a thumbs up, that would be great. I suck at asking for it myself. So thank you, TCA, for bringing it up. Let's see, oh, Rena, thank you. Thank you for sharing that with Connie. Connie, if you didn't see Rena's message, scroll up a little bit and take a look there at Rena said, Connie, there are some really good support groups for grieving parents on Facebook. That is what has gotten me through. I lost my son in December. Rena, I adore you, and I adore the way that you have come forward with your pain and your grieving and really have centered yourself on just helping other people. I think that's beautiful. Broken Justice, I think I said hi to you. Sky Z, yes, yeah. Oh, blueberries, cucumber, and mint. I've done cucumbers and mint. I'm gonna have to try that, Sky Z. Thank you. I've tried yoga too, TCA. It was not freaking pretty, trust me. Kansas City Zoo has 24/7 live cam, so many other animals. No way. I check out their YouTube often. The polar bear. Oh, X amount of words. Thank you for sharing that because I had no idea. You've watched them too, TCA? Let's see. That's what I have had to start doing, and not feeling guilty is just switching off and not talking to anybody. I struggled with that for ages when I'm literally all my family and friends go to. Free spirit. A lot of times, there are certain people. I'm one of those people that, are just have that aura about them that people know they can come to them. And so with my business, with my side hustle, whatever you want to call it, like I have thousands of team members under me. And, you know, I really sucked at saying no and, learning how to kind of shut down from that business and not do it 24/7 because I was getting burned out. And it's really hard for people like us because we don't want to turn anyone away that needs us, But for real though, self-care is not involving yourself in drama that doesn't concern you. Let everyone else fight. We kumbayaing in here. Yes, Irvin. Yes. So some of you that are in here from Brittany's, Brittany had explained that, she's kind of part of this trauma community. So yeah, so some of the people that are in here with me, my mods, we've all kind of gotten stuck in that trauma community a little bit, and we're all trying to seriously like swim out of the pits of hell and just do better. Okay, let me go over. I have one more thing here for you, of if you have time, like some things that you can go do that will pour into you, that will fill your cup, so to speak. Decluttering. I said that earlier, like to do a drawer, but if you have time, declutter a room. Like you will be amazed at how much better you feel when you minimize your shit. and you really, just get everything organized. Go for a massage or a mani and pedi. Go to the movies. Go alone. I love going to the movies alone. Like, people don't understand that, but I love going to the movies alone. I do not mind it at all. Journal. If you don't know where to start with journaling, go to Pinterest or Google, journaling points or journaling questions and cheat. Like, get some things on there and then just answer the questions. Buy yourself something if you can. It doesn't have to be super expensive. Go buy yourself a dollar ice cream cone at McDonald's. Whatever you can do. Volunteer. I know that it sounds funny because we're saying, like, you can't pour into yourself without if you got to pour into yourself before pouring into others. But volunteering is something different because you feel needed. It kind of, and because of that fills up your cup for you. Exercise, go to a museum, listen to music, take a nap, do a home spa day, meditate a little longer, read an uplifting book. It doesn't have to be something that costs money, guys. It's just time for you to relax and improve. Let me read. I printed these out if I can find them. Okay. So let me read these to you guys real quick. The hard truths about self-care. 1, you will disappoint someone when you prioritize your self-care. 2, self-care often means doing what you don't feel like doing in the present moment to benefit future you. It's not all bubbles, baths, and face mask. Your boundaries will scare some people away. It's okay. Let them go. Number 4, don't neglect yourself taking care of someone else. You don't owe anyone your time, a quick text back, or emotional support when you need to be giving it to yourself first. It's okay to come first, guys. 5, neglecting yourself to take care of somebody else may seem like an act of love, but giving from a place of emptiness often leads to resentment towards the other person and eventually towards yourself. Number 6, self-care requires letting go of relationships, habits, and choices that are familiar but no longer serve you. So do an evaluation, guys. Evaluate those things. Number 7, it means being honest with yourself, especially when the truth is hard to admit. And number 8, self-care is the hardest to do when you need it the most. All right, so let's go over, a sample morning of how you can care for yourself. Make your bed. If you make your bed to start your day, then you have already succeeded at something. So I always make my bed. Eat a healthy breakfast, get some fresh air, tidy up your space, make your favorite drink. Like, I drink protein shakes every morning, and so I dress them up. I make something I'm going to enjoy that day. So, let's talk about the 12 steps to self-care, and then we'll go back to chat and just kind of shoot the shit a little bit. 12 steps to self-care. 1, if it feels wrong, don't do it. Start trusting your gut, guys. So often we ignore those gut feelings, or we ignore those little whispers in our ear about something that we have to do or we've been asked to do. If it doesn't feel right, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't cave into, pressure or anything else. If it doesn't feel right for you, then don't do it. Say exactly what you mean. There's ways that you can say exactly what you mean and still be kind and gentle and loving. You don't have to be nasty about it. And honestly, if you say what you mean on a daily basis, if you push yourself to say what you mean on a daily basis and not, sugarcoat shit because you're not Willy Wonka, then, by doing that, it's so freeing. It's so freeing. And then it's not going to build up, and it's not going to turn to that resentment or that anger that we've talked about earlier. Don't be a people pleaser. This is my biggest obstacle probably to overcome, because I am a huge people pleaser. But if you want to do self-care, you've got to work on not being a people pleaser. Trust your instincts. Like I said earlier, we so often ignore our instincts. We've got to trust them. Never speak bad of yourself. Another thing that used to be hard for me to do was, to not put myself down or say negative things about myself. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's what my mom always said. And so, embrace that when it comes to yourself too. Just because you're talking negatively about you doesn't make it okay. You shouldn't be doing it. Never give up on your dreams. I don't care how old you are. I don't care, maybe the dream is, one of my dreams, one of the things on my vision board, one of the things on my goal list is to go to Montana to see the stars. And I don't care how long it takes me to get there or what my age is when I get there, but I'm not going to give up on it just because right now is not the right time to do it. I'm going to keep pursuing that dream. Don't be afraid to say no. Take your day and your schedule and your life, take it back. Put it in your hands. You control your day. You control your mood. You control your happiness. And you got to get back to just saying no when something doesn't suit where you're at in your life. Don't be afraid to say yes. If somebody wants you, if somebody wants you to do something, or you have the opportunity to do something, but it scares the shit out of you a little bit, like skydiving, or it can be something little, like maybe you're a new mom and you're scared to leave the house because you haven't left your baby yet. When you're scared to say yes because of those factors, don't be afraid to say, yes, I'm putting myself first. I'm doing this. I'm a little scared. I'm a little intimidated, but I don't give a shit because I'm going to do it. Be kind to yourself always. We so often treat everybody around us so much better than we treat ourselves. And that just doesn't even make sense. Let go of what you can't control. There's not a whole lot in this world that we legitimately can control. We can control our emotions. We can control our days to the best of our abilities. Shit happens. We can control how we react to the shit. But there's so many things in our lives that we can't have control over. And that's actually a blessing in disguise. So let go of the need to control everything. Number 11, we have this one and one more. Stay away from drama and negativity. Do you guys hear me that comes from the Krama community? Stay away from drama and negativity. You don't need it in your life. You really don't. I know we all love a little drama here and there, but it doesn't benefit us in no way does it benefit us. It really, truly does not. And the 12th thing is love. Love yourself, love others. And the biggest thing is love yourself and love others where they're at. They're not necessarily going to be where you're at in your life. They're not going to have the same, pathway that got them to where you are. So no comparison, no judgment, no, this, that, and the other thing. Just love them. Love them for where they're at in their life, in their season, and love yourself first and foremost. Because if you love yourself, you're going to be able to love on others a whole hell of a lot more. So, okay, let me go back to chat. Let's see. True crime plus self-help equals awesome channel. Aw, thanks, Shannon. I appreciate that. We just all need a little bit of positivity in our life, especially here on YouTube sometimes. Just keep swimming. Yes, Arvin. Let's see. Yes, clear space, clear mind. That's so true. Common sense, mental health is so lacking. Oh, you don't even want to get me off on that tangent because I want to do a mental health live, but it's so, oh gosh, it's so poorly treated in this country. It's so overlooked. It's so stigmatized. It's a lot. Let's see. My husband is getting me. Oh, that's so sweet, Broken Justice. I used to like taking myself out to lunch when I was working. My favorite place to eat out. Oh no. And now I'm a stay-at-home mom and I never get to eat alone. But I should soon. You should, Sky Z. You should. Absolutely. You know, what is one day a week of going to eat lunch and having someone else help you with, mom duties? You really should. And even better yet, you can even go with a friend if there's a friend you haven't, do two things at once. Oh hell yeah, I'll go alone. I just sit back and enjoy without worries. Movies, kind of fun. You don't have to make sure the person you brought is having a good time. Exactly, Irvin. Like that, and you don't have to worry about anybody talking to you. I don't like people talking to me when I'm watching a movie. It's one of my things. Like I'm like, shh. Like that's me. Like I don't literally do that in the theater when people are talking, but I really freaking want to. All right, TCA, no worries, hun. I've set myself to a goal to look in the mirror and say 5 things a week. Yes, at least that are positive about myself to try. Again, the self-love bounce back. Yes, free spirit. Yes. And you know what? Give yourself a freaking high five in the mirror. Like a literal high five the mirror, five yourself. Take care of you. Oh, Lulu Chu. Oh, hey. I didn't see you come in. I'm just catching up with this, but I'm so glad to see you. I hope you're well. Yes, a lot of us are our own worst enemies, Connie, and it's all about breaking the cycle. You want to ride a hot air balloon, X? That sounds awesome. I would do that. I would totally do that. I wanted to go skydiving, but nobody wants to do it with me. Everybody's like, you're crazy. Hey, Punkette, welcome. Oh gosh, can you teach me how to log off when true crime addiction hits? Skyzy, it's hard. It is so hard. Like I've actually, because, I don't get on my computer to do stuff as much. I'm always on my phone. I've actually like had days where I'm like, that's it, detoxing from social media today. I don't want any of it. I'll actually like remove the apps from my phone for that day so that I can't just easily click into it. So there's a little tip for you. I'm leaving some true crime channels for the foreseeable future because I wasn't putting me in a good headspace. I needed to think about myself for once. Yes, Punkette, we all have to. We all have to think about ourselves. We have to, in all honesty, like, some people will call it selfish. I don't care what they call it. You have to put yourself first. Like, if you want to be good at all of the other hats you wear in your life, you have to be able to love yourself and put yourself first. X, I would love to skydive. I've bungee jumped and did a catapult thing down in Texas. I'm a daredevil. So am I, X, but I have never bungee jumped. That was something I used to want to do. And then I don't know, somehow it changed to skydiving. So, all right. So that's all I got for you guys. I think that self-care is so important. I think that, we as moms and dads, we don't put ourselves first. Welcome back, True Crime Analyst. Hey, if you guys want to drop your channels or anybody else's channels that's in here, absolutely go for it. I don't care. YouTube is big enough for all of us. I yelled Superman. Oh my God. X, I can hear you doing that. Like literally, I can hear you doing that. Thank you, Sky Z. Thank you, Connie. I just wanted to come on and just pour into you guys a little bit, remind you how important self-care is, remind you how important self-love is, and, encourage you to just do those things that make your soul happy, that fill your cup and leave you feeling rejuvenated and able to pour into the people that you love the most. So, with that, we are getting ready to have a big hot air balloon festival here. Oh, I love those. We don't have anything like that here, Punkette, but those are amazing. Oh, so are you, TCA. I love ya. I love you. I'm so glad I can see you here. Why? That's so weird, TCA, that you can't see me on your channel, but I can see you here. Why? I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, I am good, Lulu Chu. I am. I'm a little under the weather today, which you guys might be able to tell with my voice and stuff, but they do. Wonder how far that is from me, TCA. I'm going to screenshot that so I can look into it. Can't spell today. I can't spell any day. I know, that's so weird. Unstoppable Jojo, welcome. I've done indoor. How was it? Because I told my 20-year-old, I was like, what if we just do it inside? Because I think that there's some in Des Moines. Okay, okay. I might have to look into that. I'm an RN. I'm an LPN. I won't give myself the RPN status because they worked an extra year for theirs. But I am an LPN and I do have a degree in psychology. I owned a home staging and redesign company. Now I am affiliated with a health and wellness company. So I'm kind of just been a jack of all trades. So, okay, guys. Oh, thank you, Lulu Chu. We had the best time on our 20-day road trip. It was so much fun. All right, guys. I am going to hop off here. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you guys that, will come in and watch the replay. I appreciate all of you. If you could give me a thumbs up on your way out, that is a great way to kind of get my channel, in the algorithms of YouTube. So I would appreciate that too. I hope you all have a blessed day and I will see you later on these streets, I'm sure. Bye, guys.